Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm gonna be playing with a Goodra VSTAR once again. It has been a while actually since the first days from Lost Origin that I haven't played with the deck. I wasn't super impressed with it, but it has been doing not great but decent in online tournaments. And this list caught my eye from the latest Limitless tournament, as it doesn't play any quick bolts at all. The only way you are getting basic Pokemon out is either through drawing Battle VIP Pass raw on your first turn, either going first or going second, or with the Ultra Volt and Capture Energy. So I don't know. Very interesting, I guess, way to approach the deck. There's no Fantina gimmicks, which I agree were definitely not great. There is Melanie, though, to help you attack faster so that you don't rely all the time on Mirage Gate. But I'm just generally surprised that the only way to search for basic Pokemon is through Battle VIP Pass and Capture Energy. So if you don't get a Stellar Turn 1, it's going to be tough. But I will say that this deck has done pretty well in the huge Limitless tournament online that happened today. So might as well give it a try, right? HISUIAN GOODRA is a pretty tanky Pokemon with a rolling iron attack doing 200 damage, and this Pokemon takes 80 less damage from attacks. And the Moisture Star ability allows you to heal all damage from this Pokemon, which is pretty good. Now, we're going to be playing the Lost Zone engine with Comphase, Flower Selecting, Colress's Experiment to put cards into Lost Zone, activate Mirage Gate, allows to attack with Cramorant, Spit Innocently attack for free as well. And we're going to be utilizing Radiant Greninja to threaten as well damage to the bench, and also use concealed cards so that we can draw extra cards and also activate our Melanies, which is pretty good. One copy of Roxanne for the late game, for Capture Energy, and for Battle VIP Pass, like I said, for consistency and to search for those turn 1 cards. And then Ultra Ball and Heavy Ball help us find basic Pokemon as well. And the Ultra Ball also helps us find the Goodra VSTAR, which is the only way we have to directly search for it, and it's not a lot. So 2 choice spells to bolster up the damage that Goodra does, Air Balloon to help us with retreating, and then the usual Scoop Up Net switches and Escape Ropes to realize a few Comphase here and there throughout the game. So let's jump into the ladder after this message from our sponsors, see what we can do with this deck. If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it, and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Alright, so we do get to go first. We're gonna give up a mulligan, however, to start us off. And okay, raw Battle VIP Pass into the Comfey. My opponent also mulliganed. Apparently they mulliganed. Oh, the same amount as I did, so neither of us gets extra cards. But I do get to go first, which is always nice. There's a Kyogre, okay. So do have to be careful with that dude. Honestly, I think it's these two. And then we're gonna start off with a concealed cards, get us a couple of cards here into our hand. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch into the Comfey. We're gonna go ahead and Flower Selecting, see what that gets us. Okay, both cards are good. I do think the Goodra has a little more value overall. Simply because I haven't searched. Well, I did search my deck. I didn't pay attention how many Goodras are there. So I'm just gonna choose the Goodra for now. And then, so I do think this is worth it. Just using Radiant Greninja once again, get closer to more things, more cards. There's a Melanie already right off the bat, so a decent-ish chance, as long as I can find a water, that I could potentially attack next turn. And we're gonna go ahead and pass here. I already have 3 of my 4 Scoop Up Nets in hand. So I just need to find a water. So next turn, well, I need to find a water without using Colress, right? So next turn, what I might need to do is utilize Comfey first, see if I can hit a water off of that. Otherwise, I'm not attacking next turn with a Goodra or even a Greninja. However, my opponent probably just knocks out my Comfey here, so... Alright, so I might not even have the chance. Okay, I'll actually let my opponent take down the Greninja. I don't mind that too much. To see a capture energy being played by my opponent. So this Goodra, I mean, this Kyogre could be problematic. Aqua Storm is an interesting attack to damage the bench. I feel like with so much Manaphy, it's gonna be a little harder to use that card effectively, but I'm not playing Manaphy myself. Alright. Another battle VIP pass. Wow, that's 3 energies into the Lost Zone. 4, sorry, 4, 3 waters, 1 psychic. That's 4 energies in the Lost Zone. That's more energies discarded. Okay. They do play Escape Rope again, though. That sucks. I think I have to let go of the Comfey. Fortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, no way around that. Alright, I'm going to promote the Greninja here. I do have Scoop Up Nets. And I'm probably going to have to use Greninja a few times. Alright, so I'll get back this energy. Then unsealed cards. What's my first attack to? 60. And they switch. Okay, I did get the water, however, which is really fantastic. So I can rebench, go concealed cards. Okay, maybe I should have more aggressively tried to choose the water instead of the Comfey here. Alright, no V-Star. That's completely fine. I don't need to do anything else, and I get to Rolling Shell. It's not as good as my V-Star, but it's something. It's a price card, which is what we want. It's sturdiness. And hopefully the colors can get me an Ultra Ball or one of my Goodra VStars. Alright. Like I said, in terms of raw power, this deck feels a little underwhelming, but I mean, I could be wrong. Certainly decent against this sort of deck that we're going up against, because any sort of damage, the reduction and healing is a pain for that deck to overcome. All right. They should have Mirage Gate activated now, but yeah, exactly 7. That's a lot of energies in the Lost Zone, actually. 3 energies discarded, and then 6 in the Lost Zone. That's 9 total. Yeah, like right now, my opponent doesn't have much. And they can only choose the bench. I wish I had a boss, right? Feels like out of 11 cards, I would have boss to take down the Kyogre. Although they do have quite a few ordinary rods, I'm sure, so possibly wouldn't have that. Alright. They only put the Cramorant back, which is good news for us. That's like a big resource card. They immediately play the Heavy Ball. There's the Snorlax. So powering up the next Goodra will be pretty important. Wow, that's 1 more energy gone. There's the Cram, which will only be doing 80 instead of 110. And then the Snorlax does 180 minus 30, 150. So it is enough to knock me out. Alright. Okay, well, that certainly helps. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal cards, then I'm gonna Melanie to the benched friend. Okay, and I can just draw the Goodra. It's nice. Okay, I'll get back this. I can definitely, I certainly want to evolve. Okay, so the Ultra Wall, all these Mirage Gates and the Comfy now is feeling a little awkward. I only have one card in the Lost Zone too. So I'm wondering, just like, should I do that? I mean, my other tool card is Balloon, so I can definitely get rid of that. And I guess next turn is when I'll go Ultra Wall away the Comfy and the Mirage Gate for a V-Star. Though maybe I don't want to discard the Comfy for potential Echoing Thorn plays. Maybe I should be more careful with the Pokemon that I discard. Alright. Bognet. Table Icon. Another Colress. Hoping this Goodra is un-KOable this upcoming turn. That is certainly what I'm hoping for. I won't be able to win in less than 4 turns, though. They're really digging, though. So what are they digging for? Maybe what they'll try to do is do the play with Kyogre plus a boss. Maybe that's their plan. What I could do is make sure I don't have the Greninja play. Or I could just make sure I have a third Goodra V-Star powered up. Alright, this will be very telling as to what they're planning. Okay. I might want to plan around. I can't believe I don't have a boss yet, but yeah. Okay, so I should use my V-Star this turn. I can certainly conceal cards you. No boss. I am just not going to find boss today. Yeah, I do have another Goodra. And another Melanie. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna ordinary rod back the Comface, and I'm gonna scoop up net the Greninja. You can see my opponent trying to do the silly Kyogre play. And I think I just need to do this. Yeah, 20 damage. They can knock out 1, right? But with this, I'm just 100% going to prevent my opponent from using Echoing Horn at all. That's the plan, at least. Okay. So 3 more turns to go. And that basically eliminated 2 attacks now from my opponent. How could they get 5 prizes? Oh, well, I mean, knock out both Pokemon. This only does damage to the bench. So if I only have 1 bench, they can only do 250 to 1 bench Pokemon. It would be ideal if I could have, like, switch these around sometime soon. All right, well, now they have 0 cards. So they might be able to knock out the Goodra here. That might be what they're planning. Seems like it. There's 1 energy recycler. Only putting back 4 energies, however. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards in the lost zone. Okay, they choose to use Greninja. Yeah, and they needed 3 energies to power up the Kyogre, right? Okay, which is what they got just now. Yeah, they had so many energies in the lost zone that it just wasn't gonna happen for them. Yeah, all right. GG, on to next one. Second this time around, we did start Comfey. Probably gonna say Duraludon Arceus deck with not so great Duraludon. All right, so let's start off with a Colress. Nice. Ooh, all of these cards could be really good, actually. I could see the Roxanne coming into play. Losing 1 Mirage Gate is not ideal, but see the Roxanne coming into play in this particular match. So, all right. I'm gonna go Battle VIP Pass, grab Comfey, grab Greninja. I mean, I have the Ultra Ball as well, so I can go ahead and grab the Cramorants. I didn't prize any energy at all, so I must have priced something really good in return. I did price 1 Colress, 1 Switch. No, I didn't price. So just 1 Colress, 2 Comfeys. Not sure what else. Okay, so then we're gonna start off with if I conceal cards here. Yeah, I was gonna say if I conceal cards and I don't have another energy, then that's just really, really bad. Okay, now I get to conceal cards the water, and I get to Melanie on top of that, which is fantastic. Not this turn, but I mean the next. Okay, so now I get to capture energy. What's the best way to do this? Okay, I'll do this because if I can get a way to switch out of this Comfey, then I can attach the energy to the Goodra, and there we go. And getting that first attack onto the Arceus seems pretty good. I will save my opponent to switch, but I think that's fine. Getting colors in the lost zone is not ideal to me, but it is what it is. And then if I can follow this up with a powered up Goodra VSTAR, that seems really good. And I can, right? I absolutely can. I'm not gonna bench the other Goodra just yet. I'm gonna hope my opponent doesn't Marnie. With a Marnie, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Well, I won't be in a lot of trouble. Probably should have benched another Comfey though, for Marnie protection. Since clearly I don't need to fear bench damage from my opponent. There's another wrong copy of the Duraludon V. Should be the metal one that reduces damage, and there's the research. Alright, so we're guaranteed a Goodra VSTAR next turn to KO the Arceus VSTAR. However, I do have a special energy attached to this Goodra, so that's not great. And I forgot that this thing does stop special energy dude. That's something I need to keep in mind. Okay, if my opponent doesn't KO me though, that's even better. Oh wow. Okay. I wish there was a way for me to remove that energy. Alright, but I mean, I've literally a free KO on the Arceus here, which is pretty fantastic. Oof, okay, I'm a little worried, not gonna lie. I attached this energy here. So I'm gonna bench this Goodra. I'm gonna start off with the Melanie here. Then, I mean, I don't like giving my opponent this stadium, but I don't think I have a choice. I love the extra cards, and I do appreciate the attachment. Okay, I'm a little scared to attach to this Goodra. Mostly because if I do, then I'm really like committing to that. So I'm kind of liking benching this Goodra and attaching to that. Since based on my current hand, I will be able to utilize Mirage Gate. That's only possible, once again, if I don't get Marnied. So we'll see. Okay, unlocking the Colress is good, even though if I get Marnied, I won't have access to it. Unlocking the Ultra is good, even though I won't have access to them if I get Marnied. I actually would prefer if my opponent went Boss KO than if they went Marnie KO at this stage. All right, there's the other draw done. There's the attachment. Okay, grabs the energy. So yeah, that would be wrong if you were going to Marnie, right? Which they did not. So that's really good. Okay, so I'm guaranteed cards in the lost zone of the Colress, which is fantastic. Okay, so these two grab the V-Star. Then I need one of my 3 Scoop of Net switch or Air Balloon, or less ideally Escape Rope. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the concealed card. Okay, I get an energy, and I'll go ahead and Colress, grabbing you. Choice Belt, does that ever matter? No, right? Straight 200 damage, that's good enough. So Ordinary Rod seems like the card to pick here. Or the water, could have been the water too. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, let's keep the Air Balloon. That's pretty welcome. All right, now I get to Mirage Gate, and I just need to be very careful. Oh, okay, so 1 metal. I have no more metals. Okay, the metal I want here. Water I want here. Then I will evolve both. I made that mistake early on. And now I do have the attachment. Both of them are ready to go. Get the energy back as well. And we're good to go, right? We attack, we tank a hit, we heal it off, we attack again, and then we just attack. Right? I should be way more energy efficient than my opponent. Price efficient. I should also be better at that here. So yeah, I mean, this version of the deck definitely worked out better than the version I initially tried on day 1 of Lost Origin. I will say, however, that my conclusion was this deck needed Melanie, and this deck plays 3 Melanie. So props to, let me shout out the player. I forgot to do that in the beginning. So shout out to let me get that name. Oh gosh, where are the tournaments? All right, so now I definitely want to heal off the damage, and certainly do concealed cards on that, and then get it back and reattach it, or I can just attach the water instead. I mean, I'm still gonna get it back, right? But and then just take the KO. 3 prize cards, 1 prize card left, which is completely fine. If my opponent ever benches anything else, I have boss to chase it down if necessary, though I really doubt that's going to happen. And let me shout out to Upstream Ownage from the United States for the list from the latest Limitless tournament. Wait, what did they do? Oh, got the energy back. There's a quick ball. There's an Arceus. Okay, here's where I regret. Yep. My choice belt decisions. I still have a choice belt, left in the deck, and if I do the enough search, right, it is available. I have 9 cards left. So let's think this through. If I do escape rope, I should be able to look at my whole deck guaranteed. Okay, I'm just gonna do concealed cards first. See if I just get it there. No, okay. I can simply walrus for it. There it is. And now I can escape rope, promote you, choice belt, and I mean, this just accelerated my win by a turn, right? I was always going to win this match, no matter what. So yeah, Goodra, props to Streaming Ownage for the list. Definitely worked out pretty nicely. Maybe there's a little merit to Goodra more than I thought before, but still think it's one step below Giratina V-Star. Like, Giratina V-Star is more aggressive, this one's more conservative, but I think that aggressiveness really plays to the current metagame and keeping up. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how Goodra does at Pure Originals as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.